Let's get started, people. I'm here to talk about today about police brutality, police racism, all those, fucked up things today. And I'm going to start off with, please, people, get a hold of your fucking kids. Get a hold of your kids. Teach them the right way. If you can't, adopt them out to somebody else that could teach them. Because the life what they have with you, if you have a fucked up life and you live a fucked up ghetto ass way, those kids' lives are going to be fucked up. You can't always expect kids to do the best out of every bad situation. And now, why am I so angry about this? Because when it comes to police brutality, this racism, all this shit, a lot of that shit pertains to that. And then not just one race, not just black people, white people too. Now, why do I say this? Because right now, our black people, my black people, are really suffering. But it's just not us black people. It's everyone who's suffering, who's seeing this shit. People who have black friends, black family, black spouses or whatever. It's hard to see this shit that's going on and not have a say-so in it. Especially when you're a black person like me. Now, first of all, I'm going to have to clear something up. I'm a black person. I do not consider myself a nigga. I might use that term for endearment with some of my friends, but when it comes to all reality and realness, me, what I think of a nigga is it can be anyone of any race, any color, it's just the way they carry themselves. If you've been to school with someone and that kid turned out to be just all right, probably even better, got a job, got a life, and he went to the same school as you, you can't put privilege, none of that shit in front of it and say he was better privileged. Well, you just can't say that shit, man. What it is that you fucked up in school. You fucked up your life by doing the most dumb ghettoist bullshit you could think of, like fighting. You want to go outside and sell a couple of drugs to get a pair of shoes that your dumb ass ain't gonna keep your whole fucking life. You're just just to show off to other people. Now back to it. Now, adults get to your kids, white, black, whatever, because the reason why shit like this is going on is because the way we were raised by fucked up individuals who didn't get it all together, get all their shit together right. Like, that goes on both halves. Like, if you're a cop, if you're a white person, and you have, these racist thoughts and ideas about black people, please do get rid of them. Because not all black people are ghetto and all fucked up. Like I said once before, niggas aren't just black people. Niggas could be white people, Asians, it could be any race or any color. I've met Asian people who say her, their, pants all sagging, saying shit that I don't even fucking understand. I'm from Detroit. So like I said, it's any race, any color, that could be a nigga. And where it starts at is that these parents, these parents don't want to be too hard on their kids. No, being too hard on your kids is what's going to save them. You know what I'm saying? I grew up my whole life, wanted to be around the cool, super, and I'm glad my parents kept me away from them. Even though I eventually ran away and did a bunch of other, because I've been sold drugs, I done been to jail, I done did some fucked up shit that I'm not proud of. But like I said, it starts with some of the parents, and some people do make fucked up choices on their own when they do have good parents. But in some form or fashion, the parents went wrong somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, white people, if you're racist, that's 9 times out of 10 because your parents were racist. I'll guarantee you, if you had black people and black friends or black neighbors that your parents got along with, you wouldn't be racist today. And the reason, and black people, you're the main factor of this, man. If you're a black person, you consider yourself a black person, you don't consider yourself a nigga, you don't consider yourself ghetto, and this is the truth. You don't do none of this ghetto shit that you see every day. Speak up, separate, because this the difference is that you got all these people who going through some shit, but they're separating themselves from the bad ones. You got Arabs, and Muslims, and when it comes down to when a terrorist attack go down, what's the first thing these Muslims say? Those are not Muslims. Those are not real Muslims. They're perverting our, so and so and all that type of stuff. They separate themselves. And then you got black people out here saying, oh, fuck all the cops because there's good cops out there. I'm not down it. but they're not, standing, they're not separating themselves from the bad because they're not speaking out, and neither are you fucking black people, and that's downright fucking true. That's straight up truth. You know what I'm saying? Half of you motherfuckers out here protesting, holding up signs, and yelling to walk up the street are going to go home and encourage a dumb young nigga to be outside and do some dumb young shit. Now, how is we say because we telling him to just go do it? No, I mean you would come home all hyped up saying fuck the cops and everything and all that, this and that, and instead of telling these kids not what to do, like don't be outside at a certain time, don't be out here hanging with a bunch of motherfuckers who got go, don't be outside with the motherfuckers who selling drugs, don't be outside with these motherfuckers that you know as a parent that these kids gonna get in trouble. You should be telling your your kids not to be out there. But half of you parents are not doing that at all. Instead, like I said, you speak your word on this shit and attack the cops all the fucking time, but really you have a part of this as well. Because I'd have been in numerous houses. I'd have friends, shit like that. They have fucked up lives because of their parents. And again, for you white people, when you see some of these young niggas out here fucking up and doing crazy dumb shit, don't look exactly, I mean, it's 50-50 to me. We're going to be completely real. I say it's 60-40. Because 60% of the shit that's going on is the parents' fault. And 40% is the individual that's doing the fucked up shit. Because you have a brain, you have a choice, and a lot of you know right from wrong, but a lot of them young niggas still do, fucked up wrong shit. Alright, back to the black parents. You got your kids out here sagging. Half your kids aren't even 16, let alone 18, but got full body tattoos. Don't know, not even, can't name 6 of the planets in their own solar system, but can name every little Wayne song, every fucking Lil Gotti song, every Drake song, know every little fucking Nene dance, whatever shit they doing out here nowadays. Know all that shit, but don't know the shit that really fucking matters. Got them out here dressing like fools and clowns. And these are the parents, and you can't say the parents are, because who the fuck buys them their clothes? You know what I'm saying? So you got your kids out here listening to this shit. I mean, half of you parents roll in the cars. I mean, half of you parents I done seen, roll around in these streets, playing Yo Gotti, playing, Young Thug, playing Designer, playing all this shit, and now ain't got no good message or try to, help these motherfuckers stay up and do good with their life. And you roll around playing this shit. Then when they say some shit or do some loose shit, you get mad. But it's really your fucking fault. And then having parents speaking on other people's kids about how other kids are fucked up, and you're not doing shit right with your kids as well. And why I say this is because I'll say for the last 3-4 years, I've just met about 3 or 4 young motherfuckers. I'm not gonna put their names out there, but probably only one I've known right now that I still fuck with, that I still cool with. Him out of those group didn't change his life. The other ones are fucking locked up. And why? Because my message was to him is, you could be young, you could be a black person. You don't have to be a nigga. You can have fun. You can do all this thing. I done smoked weed, went to parties, fucked with hoes. I did all that shit. But, the way I carried myself was completely different. When I go around certain white people, certain people and different people in general, they seem to cling and to like me. But when if I go with a bunch of other people, that certain lewd ghetto type of motherfuckers, they probably won't even speak to them because the first time they scared. They're scared because they think they're going to say something fucked up to them, or they're going to say something to them and they're not going to understand what they fucking mean, or they're going to do something like steal some shit from you, or just try to beat you up or some shit like that. And I know because I got a white friend now. You know what I'm saying? And him himself, where I live at, he wouldn't walk around because the way the black people are around here. And him himself, he wouldn't say nigga, but I say it for him. A lot of those people that you see that you scared of out here, white people, they are niggas. But don't just put it as they're just black people, because like I said before, there are Asians that are considered niggas, there are white people that I consider niggas, it's even Arabs I consider niggas. And why do I consider them niggas? Because they can live like normal people and do normal things without hurting or harming or causing any distress to any other one, but they don't live like that because they're ignorant. What is another word for ignorance? Niggas. You know what I'm saying? They're niggas. That's what they are. They choose to live like that because they don't fucking care. You got a lot of these motherfuckers who say it right in front of your fucking face. I don't give a fuck. You say something about them, you gotta see black people get arrested by cops and, you know, had crack or a gun. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You know, my choice is, and this might be far-fetched to people and it might even offensive, but if it was my choice, if I had a choice of what to do with niggas on here, I would send you niggas to the fucking moon. White niggas, Asian niggas, black niggas, any nigga. Go to the fucking moon. I don't even want niggas on the planet with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before, I listen to rap music. I listen to a lot of those things. But a lot of those rappers, and the difference between those rappers and the niggas in the street, those rappers aren't in the streets doing that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? They at home. They might be saying they're at home saying some cool shit, but they're not out there trying to fuck up other people. They're not trying to rob. They're not trying to kill people. They might say this shit, but they're not out here trying to do it. That's the difference. You know, a lot of you motherfuckers see movies and shit, but do you go out there and do to see what the shit that the movies, you know, do? Even look good, it sound good, it look cool. You don't do it. Well, why? Because it's just a fucking movie. And that's the same thing with some of these fucking songs. They're just songs, but then again, if you're young, you're gonna find this shit cool. You're gonna find this shit. This is the shit to do. This is the way it is. But even some of you young motherfuckers gotta realize that's just a song, bro. It's just a song. That song might pertain to something that that person have done or went through his life, you know, not shit that they're doing every day. Like I said, I listen to rap music. I don't listen to it a lot, but every now and then I listen to it, you know, because I've been through the shit that they've been through. I understand some of the things when they say, but there's some rappers I can't, you know, I can't get with. Like, you know, every song you talking about selling dope, every fucking song you talking about shooting somebody, every song you talking about stealing, you hitting the lick. I can't get with that shit, you know. Like I said, I've been through it, but a motherfucker that's talking about it every fucking song that you hear, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of say that they're pushing, but then they get like, once I say I'm not gonna, you know, contradict myself, but it's their fault. But then again, it's a song, you know what I'm saying? But then that goes to the rappers, you know, for being part of the entertainment and having to bring audience in. They have to show them some lewd, vulgar shit, something that excite you or bring you in. But they're not doing this to get you out there to go kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? Half of these rappers, they see hear shit on the fucking news, and the first thing they do is say that's fucked up. Why? Because they don't live like that. They don't do these things. They don't, you know, and it is fucked up. You know? And another thing I find fucked up is the way that the black people today are treating the police. Now, from my own experience with the police, I've met some racist cops. You know, I mean, racist cops who, you know, handle me in cuffs for no fucking reason, you know, felt me up and down, made it look like, you know, on some racist shit just because I was black and I was out there with a couple of people, you know, that looked at, you know, like, that fit the description, you know, of a ghetto, you know, crime, you know, filth motherfucker. And when shit like that had happened to me, you know, I had to learn from it. You know, why did I get picked out? Why were they fucking with me? You know, and the thing is because when I was out there when I was younger, my pants was sagging. You know, I just my whole body language just screamed nigga. You know, it just screamed, this is a ghetto motherfucker who's just ready to do anything for a little bit of money, a little bit of, you know, just for his name to get it. And you can't blame them. Because, like, again, going back to the music, you got y'all young motherfuckers listen to this fucking music, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just how you listen to a fucking, if you listen to a fucking song or see a fucking video, and the next day, you trying to get a haircut and some clothes, so you look like that person that was in that fucking video, you a nigga, and you're going to be a nigga for a good long time. Because if that's your mindset, is that you hear music and you want to portray that fucked up, you know, way of life, use a nigga, and I'm sorry for the ones who are going to be, you know, offended by this, but that's how I see it. I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna call it as I see it. Like once again, I'd have met a lot of people in my life, you know, and a lot of those people were regular people, and the few of those people were just niggas. Where I grew up is it's a lot of ghetto stuff. But the difference between where I was living at and where everybody else is living at, they had better chances, you know, as far as in better chances at life altogether. You know, They see what would they do is like go to parties, go to simple shit like that, go to get-togethers, and they had a better chance because the people around them weren't all ghetto, vulgar, and rude. Out here, where I'm at, it could be a party in the back, somebody gets drunk, and you got one bitch saying something to another bitch, and this bitch fighting, and then the other bitch get punched by the other bitch. Now this bitch can't take that she got beat her ass beat, so now she's saying some nigga hit her. Now her boyfriend coming back with a gun to shoot a nigga. That's just a bunch of ghetto shit, man, and it's sad. I mean, it's really fucking sad. And then you black people got, like I said before, you gotta fucking do something about your kids and yourselves. Stop fucking sagging, bro. I mean, it's like you wouldn't walk around here. A lot of you straight guys, hetero guys, like me myself, you wouldn't walk around here with a fucking skirt on, and expect not to be called gay. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? You wearing a skirt, you wearing some little pretty shit, somebody gonna call you a fag, somebody gonna call you gay. You know what I'm saying? So if you motherfuckers out here sagging, tatted up, can't spell, can't even pronounce certain words, don't be mad when somebody calls you a fucking nigga. Cause that's what the fuck you are. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about, what happened in your life, blah, blah, blah. Like I said before, it's 60-40, bro. It's like 60% your parents and 40% is you. Because 60% is everything you was taught and seen while you was with your parents. The 40% is the environment. You know what I'm saying? I had 60-40 with me. But my parents were all fucked up. But I could tell you like this. They didn't give me the right way to grow up. I could say that, even though they gave me the right message, you know what I'm saying, not to do this, not to do that, and they could have been another way, and I could have probably turned out a hell of a lot better. But then again, that would be fucking wrong for me to blame it on them, because 40% is environmental shit that I've seen on my own, which is my choice after I get out the house to do what I want and turn myself into a certain person. So if you a lot of black guys out here and you got kids and your ass out here sagging, bro, and your ass out here, all you do is listen to fucking rap music and sell weed and drugs all damn day, kill your fucking self. Kill your fucking self. It would be wrong to tell them to, kill your kids, but in a way I want to say that shit too. Because 9 times out of 10, those kids want to grow up and rob somebody, kill somebody, and do some fucked up shit because they see you do nothing but watch that shit, do that shit, and talk about that shit. So now when they grow up, they think that shit is fucking cool. Once again, black people, please do something. You know what I'm saying? Black people, you know what I'm saying? Stand up and do something right. Stop sitting here on the sidelines with your fucking comments and your opinions that don't mean shit, because facts are facts. Like if you see a white person and a cop explain saying, I just watched InfoWars, and it was hard, because what this white cop was saying was like 99% of the time, black people, in the black neighborhoods, black communities are always the most violent. And motherfuckers speak up, so I know trailer parks, I know other places where they fight all the time, but that's not heard about all the time. When I wake up in my city, Detroit, and I look up on the news, it's not some fucking white people that got into it or at a club and shot each other or shot somebody. It's always black people, man, and it hurts. And it hurts for me right now to even call them black people when I know they niggas, because they're not black people. It's how the Arab and the Muslims say, when those terrorists do some fucked up shit, they say that those are not Muslims. They are different people. They're not Muslims. We don't claim them. That's just how I feel about when I see some little vulgar motherfuckers. And if you sitting at the fucking corner all day, you know what I'm saying? If you've been out here 3 or 4 years selling shit and still ain't got shit to show for it, you's a dumbass nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's all you ever gonna be. 9 times out of 10, you're gonna find a rat ass bitch to have babies with, and and all those rat ass babies gonna grow up to be nothing but niggas too. Because neither one of the parents got the education or the common sense just to do right. When I learned when I grew up, it's always so easy to do wrong. It's hard to do right and easy to do wrong. So they let you know that some of these black people and their black kids are just taking the easy way out. I'd rather rob a motherfucker than find another way to get it. I mean, even now, I'm not going to speak like I'm high man. I don't have a job, but I'm not out here robbing people either. I'm not out here stealing shit. I'm not doing none of that. I find other ways, other means to get my money. And if I find a way to do something illegal, because I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it and make it seem like I'm just the best person, period. But even if it's something illegal, I carry myself in a different way about it. If I'm selling weed and I go outside in a black community and I see a young nigga, dreaded up, tatted up, pants, shorts, whatever, sagging, newest brand new pair of shoes. You know what I'm saying? When I'm ready to sell my bag, I'm gonna do whatever I can not to look like him. Cause 9 out of 10, the only people that's gonna come fuck with him is just other fucked up niggas. You know what I'm saying? Me myself, the way I carry myself, if I want to be around, I like being around other people. I'm kind of actually antisocial, but the only reason why I'm antisocial because the people that you're around today, even some of them people, your friends, even some of your fucking family members, are just too fucking ghetto to deal with. This is too fucked up. Some people, it's not fucking worth to deal with. It's not worth it. And I feel that 100% of the way. It's like right now, I feel like family is a privilege and not a right. You know what I'm saying? Right now, family is what you make of them. You know what I'm saying? The people you care about, the people that care about you. Just because you blood don't mean you have to fucking deal with them, man. Because if you a person that's normal and you got cousins that's always doing some fucked up shit, every time you turn around they into some shit, cut them off, bro. You know what I'm saying? Cut them off. Because it's better for you to love your family from a distance than have it up in your face, constantly fucking up or dragging you into some shit. And I guarantee this eventually was going to happen. I'm going to tell you, this is what certain ghetto family members do. A family member might get into some shit with somebody, ghetto family member, niggerized motherfucker, and know he's wrong. Either stealing something or saying not something out the way, and then when someone wants to beat their ass or tell them they're going to do something to them, they run off to go get somebody else. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to me and mine, if you know you wrong, don't fucking come to me. Now, if they're fucking with you and you didn't do anything wrong, and it's all a misunderstanding, then yeah, I'll stand for you because that's right. But if you know you wrong, don't fucking come to me. And that's how you people need to be with your kids and your family, everything. Like I said, black people, if you got fucked up individuals in your family that's doing some fucked up shit, cut them off. If you know you are a normal individual and you live your life in a normal way, you get up, read a fucking newspaper, go home, watch Price is Right or some shit, or whatever the fuck you do, and you got family members who don't do that, they don't have to do the exact same thing, but they don't find other productive ways to stay out of other people's way and be in other people's business and lives and just destroy altogether, cut them off. It's the best way. It's the only way you're going to live your life better because you're going to have a better life with no drama, period. Like right now, as far as what's going on with the police and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, some of those police should cut some of these, cut their ties to other cops and maybe they should find another way to separate themselves. But so should you black people. You black people should start separating yourself from these fucking lewd, fucking vulgar black people. Stand up and speak. Say some fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't just stand back and then when you see something happen, you the first people to comment and opinion on some shit. Opinionate on some shit. About what's going on, calling the cops racist. I got cops as family members right now. I know for a fucking fact they're not racist. I know they're pretty sure they got friends that aren't racist. So I know for a fact that it isn't all cops. And me myself, I could never say fuck all cops. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why is because no matter what you think, they are here to protect you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna throw another example there. There's bad politicians. There's bad everything in this world. There's bad people, bad politics, bad cops. It's bad doctors. It's bad everything in this life, bro. It's not one thing that all people or all things are just good. There's no such thing in this world. So, and then another thing, when it comes to shit like when the cops killing black people, it is wrong and it is horrible. Those cops should be, held accountable for their actions. They should be, locked up with the rest of the criminals. But then again, like I said before, you black people don't separate yourselves from, the murderers and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You motherfuckers gotta start speaking up on your own race before you speak on somebody else's. That's like the equivalent of somebody who hasn't finished school and then tell somebody else they need to finish school? When they could be doing the exact same shit. They could be finishing school. So why do they tell somebody else to finish school if they could do it too? But they ain't doing it. You know? It's the same thing with us black people. Quit sitting out here. The first thing y'all should did before a protest or anything was get your people in your community right. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Don't sit here. A cop killed this guy. This many people killed this many black people all this year. Yeah, but I know it's about it's hundreds of thousands of people that got killed by other black people this year. So that number counts more to me than a cop killing another black person. A black person killing another black person is way more fucked up to me than a white guy cop killing a black person. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said before, speak up on the right shit. Don't be sitting out here, people, just running your fucking mouths talking about how you hate the cops and how the cops all fucked up, but you know you got Pookie and Ray Ray at home who done fucking robbed the gas station later on, earlier that fucking day, and you ain't doing shit about them. You know what I'm saying? You're not saying shit about them. And it's fucked up because it's like, even like people like these, I forgot that motherfucking, fucking reverend dude, that little fucking, famous dude, who always showing up for civil rights and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm surprised people like them haven't separated themselves. Because let me being a politician, a political figure, any type of thing, anybody that's important that somebody's gonna look up and see all the time. When the police shit happened when that police killing cops shit would have started happening, I would have said, well, we need to get ourselves straight first. That's number one. Get yourself straight first. Because it's meaningless to come out here and talk about what cops are doing to you, what you do to yourselves 3 times over worse. You know what I'm saying? It's 3 times worse what you do to yourselves, but then complain about what a cop does. Like I once before, I don't get this straight. I'm not defending these cops. I'm just stating the facts. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit here and say a black guy getting killed by a cop is worse than a black guy getting killed by another black guy. You know what I'm saying? The black guy killing a black guy is 10 times worse than a cop killing a black guy. Why is that? Because 2 black guys who could come from the same hood, had the same problems, had the same, pain and hurt, turn around and kill each other is the fucking stupidest thing I could ever fucking hear. You know what I'm saying? Because the world, most people usually unite and come together over pain. A lot of you people, I see my name up there is Deanna Uchida. So if you're a lot of Naruto fans, you should, think about this. And Shippuden, what was Pain's, objective? He was going to hurt everyone. He was going to put everyone through the same pain so they can learn to love and work together. You couldn't understand each other without pain. And it's funny that there's black people in these, these fucked up communities who going through the same pain but don't stand together. Rather they'd rather get a fucking sack, stand on the corner, and then shoot at another nigga for selling some shit to one of their customers. You know what I'm saying? That instead of having the same pain, and understanding from it and growing as a nation, the people and the culture all together, you would rather fucking shoot each other. And then turn around and complain about when a cop does it. I don't give a fuck what that cop did. I'm more worried about what Pookie and Ray Ray did to my fucking cousin. You know what I'm saying? I'm more worried about what they did to my people. My homeboy, I'm more worried about that than I am worried about a cop killing. Cops kill a lot. I just watched on fucking Facebook a cop kill a white person. You know what I'm saying? Cops kill lots of white. Hey, do this shit go viral? Do this shit go to... No. I've seen fucking Mexicans. None of this shit goes viral though. It takes the people who killing themselves the most throughout the fucking planet, you know what I'm saying, to complain about something when they're doing worse to themselves. And that shit right there don't make fucking sense to me, bro. It just don't at all. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it. That's like I got 2 kids right now. That's like saying I see my kids beat up on each other all day, hit each other, throw shit at each other, hurt each other, and then say another kid comes over and they're all playing. The other kid accidentally hit the other, playing rough like them. I can't necessarily get completely mad. Why? Because my kids already do worse to each other. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't make sense for you to stand up and speak on some shit when you yourself in this position 10 times worse than the shit that you're speaking on. Like I said before, if you got fucked up family members, cousins, people, do something about this, man. Don't sit up on the fucking sideline making comments about somebody else and comments about what's going on with cops and everything else when you got fucked, like I said before, Pookie, Ray Ray, ghetto, retarded, dumb, illiterate, dumbass niggas at home on the block selling crack, selling everything and else, and shooting at niggas. You know what I'm saying? You'd rather go out there. You'd rather go out there and protest. You know what I'm saying? To go protest to these cops, the ones that you really paying for, your Tyson to protect you for killing a black person, but your dumb, retarded asses won't get up and go protest at the fucking crack house. You know what I'm saying? The spots where y'all know you won't go protest there at all. You won't tell them motherfuckers to get out your neighborhood. You won't do that. You want to make your own neighborhood better, but you will complain as soon as something else happens because another race do something. Now, I'm getting really mad about this. It's like this subject is it's very tense to me. It's a very tense subject to me. And it's because of my own people. Like I said, if it's my own people, like I said, I consider myself a black person and not a nigga. I do normal things. Right now, the consist of my life is video games, TV, and a little bit of weed. I ain't gonna say a lot of weed, but a little. But that's what I do. I consider myself a normal person. I don't do anything to hurt anybody. I don't try to hurt anybody. I don't be in other motherfuckers' business. I don't do none of that shit. That's why I consider myself normal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not out here with 1,000 tattoos over my fucking body. Don't know how to spell certain words. Get on Facebook and got spell check but still misspell shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. I'm a normal person. I don't got 3 or 4 baby mamas. I don't have 3, 5, 6 kids by a whole bunch of different women. I got 2 kids and 1 on the way, all by the same women. I mean, the same woman, same girl. You know what I'm saying? All from the same person. But while the rest of the black community, the rest of these niggas, they go fuck this bitch, fuck that bitch, fuck that bitch, fuck that bitch, and then get locked up for child support because these bitches don't like you no more because you done got them pregnant and dipped off the fuck another bitch, and then wonder why your ass in jail. Those are niggas. Even the bitches, they niggas too, because half of you bitches out here get pregnant by a nigga that they got other kids. What sense did that make? Who puts themselves in that situation when you know that he is a little ghetto himself? 9 out of 10, the baby mama's gonna be a rat ass bitch with an attitude, but you will get pregnant by this nigga and they get mad at him because you was a dumbass nigga. Dumbass nigget. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all fucking selves together as a nation. And then let's start talking about the shit that people do to us. Then we talk about that. And also, let's change this Black Lives Matter. If you're going to walk around here talking about Black Lives Matter, say Black Lives Matter also. Don't just say Black Lives Matter, because when you come to me and you say that, I'm going to cut you off and say, no, all lives matter. Flat the fuck out. Not one, not a certain group, all of them matter. Everybody on this planet, every culture, every race, every color matters. You know what I'm saying? Go with that shit. I'm not, for me myself, if I was to stand with a bunch of black people and say black, I feel like I'm a racist. You know what I'm saying? I'm against that. I feel like I'm part of a race war. You know what I'm saying? They makes you a race, and especially for you dumb black ass niggas that's sitting around here saying that black people cannot be racist. I done heard a lot of this shit too. That black people cannot be racist. You are a dumb motherfucker. 9 times out of 10, your dumb ass don't know what you need to know in life. And that's why you're saying what you're saying. Anyone can be racist. And for the fucking, anyone, almost anything can be racist. You know what I'm saying? I done seen motherfucking people with racist dogs. You know what I'm saying? Literally, like, black person cannot walk past their dog or their dog did not fucking like black people. 9 out of 10, the person was probably racist too, his damn self, but like, that's just the proof of point. Anyone or anything can be fucking racist. So please stop saying black people cannot be racist and say there are no such thing as black racism, because there is. For another thing, for us to come from a bunch of people who were enslaved, hurt, beaten, say, and had to go through the most horrific bullshit, and then today, nowadays, half of you dumbass kids, half of you black people's kids, go to school every day, and if you ask them the name of a good civil rights leader besides someone like that, everyone like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, they wouldn't have a fucking answer, and that's a big problem. Because, like I said before, the mother, we came from a fucked up, history as far as slavery and everything. And for half you motherfuckers to sit out here and do the most, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, civil rights leaders will fucking hate you. I don't see how you even call us. You're not the people that sit here to call us black people, and you sitting out here with a fucked up record. You didn't rob this, didn't rob that, that cost something everywhere. You are not black people. You was a nigga. I'm sorry, but that's what the fuck you are. You was a nigga. You're not a black person. I can't claim you. You can't be part of us. You can't do it. You was a nigga. And the reason why I say it, because we don't do that shit. Black people don't do this. People, in general, don't do that shit. Period. And then, like I said, we come from this fucked up history of racist, these racist white people beating us, killing us, all that shit, enslaving us. And then look where we at now, right? All this time we had, all the black people that made inventions, all this type of shit, who became famous, all this shit for good, for really good productive shit. No, don't get me wrong, we got a lot of famous black people not today, but if you ask me, none of them not famous. The only most famous black person I feel like that stands as a fucking role model for black people right now, a good role model to show that black kids can make it out of the fucked up situation, is the dude from what's his name? He does the science stuff, the black dude that was in Superman versus Batman talking about Superman and stuff like that. Okay, he's a science dude. That guy right there, man. Every time I see him, I'll be like, that's a black person. That's how we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be normal. You know what I'm saying? We're not supposed to be this vulgar group, rude motherfuckers who can barely read and write and spell. Who got spell checking, technology is part of our everyday life now, but still can't get certain shit right that any fucking 3 or 4-year-old kid could do. That's fucking sad, bro. Like I said, Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, any of them were here, they would not stand for you motherfuckers. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. Because you had nothing but time to better yourselves, and you did shit with it. Nothing. You actually went down. You gotten worse. And don't try to add this low percentage of people who've done good with their life. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, oh boy, I just mentioned, much proud as I am of him, I can't sit up here and say that there's a lot of us like that, because it's not. A lot of us are sitting at home, like I said, with they 3 or 4 black, 3 or 4 baby mamas, 3 different kids and shit like that, and smoking weed, playing cards like you in the fucking, like your ass still in prison or in jail or some shit, standing on the corner, go out every night just to fuck with some hoes, instead of going home and being with your kids and your family. This is fucking sad. And to be completely true, I'm just was saying that I'm really feeling down about like how shit is going. So